This video will help you understand the deposits and charges you see on your bank account on a daily and monthly basis, and how you can use your monthly statement from Intuit to better understand them. These charges, known as the batch total of transactions, BTOT, and monthly total of transactions, MTOT, can be confusing, but there's a way to look at your statement so it makes sense. To understand your fees, first you need to understand transaction rates. Every credit card transaction carries a different amount of cost and risk. This explains why you are charged different amounts for all of your charges. For example, a keyed-in transaction is riskier than a swiped transaction because it's difficult to prove that it was face-to-face. And rewards cards or business cards are costlier than regular credit cards. Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and Discover have hundreds of categories they put these charges into. For simplicity, Intuit categorizes these charges into 3 rate tiers: qualified, mid-qualified, and non-qualified. The lowest rate you can be charged for a transaction is the qualified rate, and it's usually applied to transactions that present the lowest cost and risk to credit card companies. Risk and cost factors can bump a transaction up into the mid-qualified or non-qualified tiers. Now let's apply this knowledge to your statements, both the one prepared for you by Intuit and the one you get from your bank. Let's first look at a sample statement from Intuit. Here you'll find a section called Summary of Daily Deposits, which is a list of daily batch totals for the month. Let's look at one of these days in detail. On December 4, this company processed $983.84 in credit card transactions. To process these transactions, they were charged $22.63. The $961.21 is the net total the merchant received. 2 of these charges will appear on the merchant's bank statement as bank card BTOT DEP and bank card discount. The bank card BTOT DEP is the total amount of charges the merchant took that day, deposited directly into their account. In this example, that would be the daily batch total of $983.84. The bank card discount is the amount deducted from the merchant account, $22.63, to process these transactions. On a daily basis, Intuit deducts fees for transactions at the lowest rate possible, which, as we just learned, is the qualified rate. At the end of the month, the credit card companies notify us which transactions should have been charged the higher, mid-qualified, or non-qualified rates. We then charge you the remaining balance in one lump fee labeled as AC Bank Card MTOT. Other fees are lumped into the MTOT, including your monthly fee, if you have one, American Express and authorization fees, plus less frequent fees like your once annual PCI compliance fee, if applicable. In this example, the merchant's MTOT was $187.83, which included $167.88 in reconciled fees and their $19.95 monthly fee. Now let's take a closer look at how these figures are calculated. In the Summary of Card Fees section, you'll see each credit card company broken out by section. In this example, we'll focus on MasterCard. Here, you'll see each rate tier broken out by line: qualified, mid-qualified, and non-qualified, and you'll see how each of the monthly totals is calculated against the appropriate rate tier to arrive at the monthly deduction. Now let's take a look at where you can find your statements in the Merchant Service Center, which is a great resource and support tool. To access your statements, log in using your MSC credentials. Then go to Activity and Reports and click on Credit Card Statements. You'll see a list displaying the last 13 months of statements. You can also have email alerts regarding your statement sent to you by clicking this link and then selecting the Yes Radio button in the Email Alerts box.